video from 6238 County Road 9 out in Greater Napanee. Just out in the front yard here, nicely elevated with good views out over the bay there. 2.5 acre parcel, not a ton past, but like maybe 50 feet past those trees is a farm field, and it's the back of the property line. And I believe we only go up to the fences on the side here. The driveway is not on our property. So we have to talk about whether or not there's some kind of right of way that didn't appear to be there in the legal description, or if the MTO would let us put another driveway, because there's a highway there. You can't always just assume you can put a driveway in there. But anyway, be the probably least of the problems for this one, because there's a good amount of renovation here. It's pretty deceiving from the outside. Very nicely flashed, good soffits, steel roof and everything. The eaves are reasonable. Pretty well protected from the outside. Just the grade that it's built on, it's not really raised in a lot of spots. And they're in the worst spots too, where we can't actually see what's going on underneath the house. A couple doors that I'm not sure if they work on the side and on the front here. Anyways, we'll kind of tackle all that as we go through the house. We have a well here. They apparently have never used that. They are pumping water from the bay, which I found confusing because there was a sulfury smell, which I guess could still come from the bay. I'm just not used to hearing that. Looks like there was some rodent activity up in the roof. Grandfathered in with that build. Cinder block chimney appears to be in decent shape. I'm not sure if it's really servicing much anymore. There's definitely some evidence of wood stoves in the house. That particular spot, I believe there was a old cook stove there. I'll get to that in one sec. Just do a quick walk around on the house. Got a lean-to here that's in a bit of disrepair. I don't think it's a huge fix, as long as you don't need the structure to be much more than it is. It's just timber frame construction. And it appeared to still be decently firm. We have, unfortunately, timber joists in the basement that are just completely saturated and spongy from years of condensation down there. The stone foundation's so cool. Looks cool, but also cold. That with this humidity, it's just dripping from the ductwork downstairs, and it's gone up into the stairway, like it's all wet, and joists as well. May as well chat about that now, because it's too dark down there, I think, to show you much. We'll try. We've got the stucco finish on the house that appears to have been done very well. So there's some, like, the exterior of the house is almost better than the interior in ways. Definitely some windows left to be done though, as you can see. I don't think you'd be able to, that's a little spongy. I think that's a replace. Sometimes you can get storms and cover it up. Replaced window there. So that one probably was still doing okay at the time they did these ones, but now is past due. So with my comments about the grading for the home and it sitting not at the 6-inch level up and above, we are at an elevation here, and water is running away, and we also have elevation to work with should you want to dig around the house and address that factor so that water isn't going into your sill plate area of the home. There is a escape clause conditional offer on the house right now, so if you wanted to offer, you could bump them out. They would be given, I think, 48 hours to firm up their deal. And if they have a house to sell, which is the case, they probably can't sell that in 2 days. Otherwise, they would just remove their condition in the first place. So definitely still doable, but they appear to have checked the septic and continue to move forward. Who knows, maybe they found the septic was terrible and they managed to get more money off the deal. You never know. Another chimney there, seemingly in good shape. That one's for an active wood stove in the living room we'll get to. Got a storm door there that goes into the basement, into the same area I was able to access. stone patio there. This door here, I'm not sure what that service is. Might be somewhat decorative at this point. We'll see if that leads on to anything. So you go into the kitchen here. It's a little under the stair kind of nook there. Not sure. That's for chimney stuff. A little wood box. I guess it's sort of like a mud room in here. Storage, more storage in there. And that's a door that takes you to the woodshed. There's not a lot of separation or insulation or anything there. I'm quite sure this used to be a cottage. And then there's like a little loft area up here that has some beds in it. I think people were using this as like a maybe summer bunkie or something. So I doubt this would be any good at all. Well, I know it wouldn't be any good in the winter. No insulation or anything. You can see what that roof went over there. A little bit electrical up here. Hard to say with the insulation that I can see if there's any vermiculite. I don't think there is. Not that it was easy to find anyways. Plumbing. Roof of the original house underneath here with its cedar shingle. We have this carpeted room with a random stage doll buggy. See if it moves. Something tells me a little girl was not up here playing with the dollhouse. You never know. Yeah, I think there was probably, before that new roof came on, some water damage. But otherwise, the house doesn't smell. This is a little musty in here, I guess, but the rest of the house seemed fine. Like, this is definitely the worst portion of the property. Just some like addition that was put on the side. Could be a summer kitchen in here, most likely. And then just that lean-to at the side. Could have had an animal on it at some point, you never know. So into the main part of the cottage now, a little bit of bowing in, I'm not sure what kind of ceiling that is actually, because these are pieces of a quarter round or something. But we've got this hearthed, bricked off fireplace that might pass a wet inspection. There's apparently, there is a furnace in here. It's definitely old, but mixed heat source situations. Sort of like some fun craftsman cabinetry, but I'm not sure that that's perfect. I'm imagining all of that's probably a little harder to open and close. I played around with some of it and it seemed to be the case. Newer stove. Okay, and the rest of the appliances are just kind of there if you need them. These newer windows. Didn't catch a date on there. Gone is the day where it was easy to tell how old a window is. From Armor Sense. Got lots of timber frame kind of finishes in here. Hand hewn. Could have been milled, I guess. This one looks a little more hand done. Lots of wood smells in here. I like that. Nice big space. Floors are in a little bit better shape around here. In the kitchen, sorry, I meant to point out, sorry, in the, well, here too. There's this big gouge down here. And the floors are like really undulating in here. We've got like a big, probably see that's moving up and down, bowing there. They've got a sign up for floor that's kind of falling in there. No way to get under this to see what's going on. I have a feeling it's probably just on grade, probably just dirt. I'll see if we can see anything in the basement. I'm not optimistic about that. I really need to get like a headlamp or something for my car. Yeah, I can't even show you these wet stairs. They're just like completely solid brown with the wetness. Hard to see. About 6 feet down there. I poked most of the timber frames and they're pretty spongy. There's one big beam that goes underneath this here, which the outer coating of it is all spongy as well. The middle seems pretty firm still, but I don't think that would be easy to salvage. You'd certainly have lost some of its originally intended integrity if you did that. Good ceiling height in here. You can have like a little front deck because it's pretty quiet still. Like the road's not that busy. You can hang out by the water, or this patio off the side here. This wood stove here. Not used to seeing anything like that. Smell the char from that. We've got this little finished space here. Interesting, just like a brick finish of some sort. Yeah, I need a key to open that. It's got a cool like tiger eye handle on there. Good view again off the side here. Old HVAC hole there. Again there and there. I don't remember seeing them upstairs, but I guess we'll look for those in a sec. I guess the pool table doubles as a table tennis for those cottagey good tenants. I have a feeling this must have been like a fisherman cottage or something with that waterfront. It's all marshland. Probably have to get in touch with Quinte Conservation to be able to do anything in there if you wanted it done on the level. Probably allowed to get like a floating dock or something in. Large bedroom here. The slope ceiling doesn't really interfere too much with the room. I'm probably a meter away from the wall almost when my head starts to get close to it. So it's pretty open. Otherwise, maybe 7-foot ceilings. And this one has the floor painted for some reason. There's some venting there. View from the side over the bay as well. So all the views are good. Good size in here too though. And a little bathroom. Bit of a crunchy shower there, it looks like. You can see into the roof framing, I think, there. Again, with some timber. Not sure what the insulation value. Home inspector should be able to kind of tell you if you needed to know, but I would otherwise assume you're probably going to have to beef all that up. I'm not sure. I'm positive anyone's lived here in the winter. Just more the floor venting there. Probably a lot of salvage off the floorboards up here. And downstairs, I guess it's just that little foyer area where you walk in that I'm not so sure about salvage there. Good sized room here though. And it's got this little additional area that could be a big walk-in and bathroom. So you're going to want a bedroom in your bedroom. Lots of space to work with. And this wall might be supporting, just because it's sitting on top of the, well, I think it is. It's the end of it. Just the span here is probably 25 feet or so. But beams fix everything. Nice little finish there. Great. And that's the whole inside here. I guess we're at almost 15 minutes already, so that makes sense. So we have the 3 bedrooms upstairs, a bathroom up there, no bathroom downstairs, but there's a couple spots where I guess it could make sense if that room out here were to be 4-seasoned. But we don't know what we're working with exactly. Anyways, that's it. I guess just in general, not quite, well, definitely not as good a shape as I may have guessed it to have been. There's going to be a lot of stuff needing addressed in this house, but I think you could definitely be rewarded for tackling it. The beauty of the property. Like the second car in the course of 45 minutes just went by. But on that note, you are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So if you were considering getting a little bit closer to town, this is not the house. I guess maybe only 10 minutes from Napanee Town, though. Not too far of a drive. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I will send this over as soon as I can.